Let's begin with a 360-degree view of the engine dyno. On the left side of the chassis, there is a door that allows access to the battery housing and battery. This image shows how the user accesses the battery. The battery housing is mounted above the water tank to prevent water from touching the battery. Here we can see the alternators mounted to the chassis. The following video shows the alternators operating in motion. Next, we can see how the alternators supply current to the heating elements. This image best shows the full water tank assembly. The brief video shows the assembly operating. The front view of the dyno shows the LCD screen and the control panel. Highlighted is the LCD screen. The close-up view of the LCD screen displays the temperature coming from the heating elements and the flow rate coming from the flow sensor. Moving back to the front view, we can see the control panel is highlighted. On the control panel, we can see the ignition, throttle, choke, Arduino power control, water pump, and emergency stop. To start the engine, the user must turn the ignition to the right and pull the throttle upwards to increase the RPMs. An error occurred when turning on the Arduino, which overcharged the LCD screen. To fix this problem, the Arduino was shut off and back on in order to correct it so the readings can come back on. Moving over to the left side of the chassis, the Arduinos can be seen in motion. This motion is powered by the engine. There is a slight wobble in the belt, which is normal at low RPMs but becomes more taut as the RPMs increase. The back side of the chassis is where the exhaust is located. Moving to the right side of the chassis is a door that can be opened to access wires, alternators, water pump assembly, and the water tank. Located on the left of the water pump assembly, we can see the flow sensor next to the shutoff valve, followed by the drain and the water pump.